Hi Charlie, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good, it's so good to see you.
Thanks.
How have you been this week? What's your week been like?
Good. I've been kind of busy. I filled out some job applications from last time. I realized how hard it is to do those. It's been like 3 or 4 years since I've had a new job, so, and the other job just kind of got handed down to me with being a worker at a coffee shop and everything, so it was harder than I expected because I realized I only worked at one place, so I kind of felt like, oh, have I been doing anything? But I put my volunteer stuff on there, and so that was good, and just places I've helped out, so that was good, but haven't heard anything back yet. I applied to like 3 or 4 places.
Oh, good.
So I didn't get all 5 of them done like we talked about, but I did like 3 or 4. So we'll see what happens with those, but I'm kind of excited to hopefully get a call and hopefully just try something new other than just a coffee shop. Even though I really like coffee shops, I think it's good for me to just broaden my horizons in a sense. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see what happens, and been thinking about like college a lot more too. So
that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that you filled out those applications and that you're feeling good. That's really big. I mean, 3 applications is a lot to fill out in a week for, you're 16. I mean, I don't know many 16-year-olds that spend their time doing that. So that's awesome.
yeah.
So do you have like a specific job that you applied for that you're really hoping to get, or are you just kind of open?
No, I'm just kind of open. I applied to some like retail places, which would be fun, but I've heard some horror stories about those places. So there's some ups and downs to all jobs that I applied for. Like I applied for this job at camp, and so maybe I'll get that. But I don't know. It's all just kind of waiting to see what happens, really, and just not getting my hopes up for a job anyway. A particular job, because then like I get excited about it, and then I just get like kind of discouraged, and so
Right, I think that's natural. So you have not been working for about 3 weeks, so you've had a lot of time to do your homework in school. How's that been going?
yeah, it's been pretty good. It's challenging because I'm still like dealing with the stress of jobs and my mom and everything, but I don't know, it's making me feel a lot better that I have a lot of teachers who are willing to help me, and that they're working together to figure out what works best for me, and even if that's going to study hall in a different classroom to get help and stuff, or staying after school a couple more hours since I don't have work to go to for a little bit to get that kind of figured out. But I don't know, just kind of feel like I'm back to my old self in school, and that I'm back on the track of getting B's and A's, so
That's awesome.
yeah, that's really good.
So you mentioned that you have a couple of teachers at school that have been really helpful. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, they're really good about it. They really just want to help me get my grades back up and help me. So I have like testing anxiety, so I realized I had that like 2 years ago, and so they've been really good about just not rushing me with an exam, or not putting pressure on me 2 days before to tell me about their test or anything like that. So they're all willing. I've never asked a teacher for help, and they never have been like, oh no, like we're too busy, or you need to find me after school and set up a time 1 day a week, or like when they're not even there. They've been really open about it. Like if I ask them, they're there right then and there to help me, and so that's been really good. So I'm not like forgetting about those appointments, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I'm just trying to get through this school year and hopefully make it to senior year, and it'll be fine. But yeah.
So how does it make you feel that you have that support at school?
It's good. I feel really supported. I think the difference between this semester and last semester is that, like last semester, no one knew I was going through all those things, so
Right.
like it really, no one was aware that they knew my grades were slipping, but they never could. Whenever somebody asked me, I wouldn't tell them, or so really just reaching out to them and saying I need help has been a huge achievement for me, and to just kind of be like I can't pass these classes on my own anymore, and just with everything that's going on, and so it's been really good to know that, because I spend 8 hours a day at school, so it's been really nice to know that I have people that are kind of like my aunts and uncles there who are just like watching out for me and that they
Yeah.
really want me to do well, and so it's been really nice to have that support and to get that there.
So what do you think changed between last semester and this semester to create this environment at school? Because I know previously it had been really hard and you know you were really stressed out. What do you think changed?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was big for me to just set goals, and like that seems like such a easy thing to do, but because we've been setting goals for, you start learning that in second grade. You know, what do you want to do in 5 years from now? Or what do you want to do? You know, people always just want you to look towards the future. So, but I think there's a difference in making goals, and then there's a difference between that and then creating goals that you can actually achieve,
Right.
and that you really have an aim toward. Because then, if you don't have goals, what are you going towards? There's nothing. You just kind of, you know, there's nothing to fight for, to aim for, to look forward to. So
Yeah, and I really love to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Just the person that you are today is so different than the Charlie that I met 4 months ago. And that's just, I'm so excited. That's awesome.
yeah.
One thing I just wanted to kind of to touch on, we just talked about goals. And earlier you had said that your mom, some things have still been stressing you out with your mom, and that's still a little bit hard. Do you have any goals regarding your mom, or has anything changed in your relationship recently?
I mean, we've talked a little bit more about everything that's going on, and so, like, that's been good, but I think it would just help to keep talking with her and to keep trying to get her to go to counseling, and we've been going to family counseling once a week every week, so
Yeah.
so that's been going well. I think she wants to change. She just, it's really hard for an addict to do that, and like that's not like it's her choice to change, but it's not going to happen overnight. So
Yeah.
I think it's important for us to, in counseling, we try to see each other's point of view from it, and she's really open about it, and she wants to change, she wants to be better for us. So I think that's where a lot of the important stuff comes from, and I don't know, I would really like to just keep pushing towards that relationship and seeing what happens with it. But
So how do you feel going to family counseling?
I thought it was weird at first.
Mm-hmm.
It's super awkward, like, to just go in front of a stranger and to have them talk about, you know, what a healthy family looks like, or what, I don't know, what are some ways that we can bond together. And it was just weird having someone do that who doesn't know our family. But it's kind of better to do that, I've realized, the past few weeks, because then you get aunts or uncles into it, or grandmother, my grandma, either, like, you get people like that in there, and they're biased, and they take sides, and it hurts someone. And so it's been really nice to just try to do some of the things that our counselor recommended for us to do, like go out to eat once a week, and
Awesome.
just us, like me, my brother, and my mom, and then like every other week invite my grandmother. So it's been really good to just kind of do things like that, and to really just talk about how we feel. And so, like, it's just been really good to tell her how I feel about everything and how she's hurt me, and then her talk about how she's feel, what made her feel like she can't be who she used to be in front of us. And so
Yeah. So do you think that you are gaining like a better understanding of your mom's point of view through going to counseling?
yeah, I think so. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. It's still hard for me to, because I'm only 17, so
Right.
I don't really know, I don't understand why she thinks about some of the things that she thinks about, or why she's so party and thinks that's okay. But I do start to understand, like, the life of a person who's using alcohol and drugs. Like, that's, you just kind of are aware of some of the side effects of those things, and can really tell. And so, and really understand, like, the damages that it does. So I think that's been most important, just me really understanding, like, that's not who she is. It's just kind of like a thing that is holding her back right now in a way. So
That's really mature of you to see that in her. I think a lot of times it's really hard to see past the hurt that has happened in our family. So that's just really mature thinking of you. That's awesome.
yeah,
How have things been going with your brother?
they're good. He's he's doing good in school right now, and me and him have been growing closer in this, so that's been good. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with him in the future of this relationship. I think he's depending on me more now to like kind of help him have fun or hang out or just do stuff like that. So I think that's important for him, and he's only like 8 years old, so I mean I think that's super just a big thing for him to hang out with an older person and to hang out with them instead of being treated like a little kid. And so I don't know.
I'm so glad that you guys are making these efforts and going to counseling, and I'm really glad that things are working out there. I guess this is our last time meeting, and I guess I just kind of want to know what you are taking away from our meetings, and I just kind of want you to come up with like 3 specific goals that you want to accomplish by the time that you graduate from high school. I think it's really awesome that you've been working on goals, and I want you to continue to do that after we're done meeting. And I think that if you continue with that forward thinking, you're going to continue to accomplish all the goals that you already have in the past 4 months. And so can you just think of 3 specific goals that you have, and just something that you've learned from meeting together in the past 4 months?
Yeah, so I think what I learned in the past few months is that I have to allow people to help me, and like I can't just try to get by with everything on my shoulders or holding on my back. And so I think that's just a big deal. If it's like here with you helping me out with things, or if it's with school and school teachers, or even with my youth pastor, like just everybody helping me, and they want to help me, and it's not a weak thing to do. I think it's strong, and so I think that's one of the biggest things. And then some goals I have for myself is to just keep looking forward to being accepted in colleges, so applying to more schools that I would like to go to, trying to find a job in the area that I want to go into, so like a professional field or something.
Yeah.
Even if it's volunteering, like to just go there and do that. So, or if it's even to just join, you know, a campus ministry when I go to college. I think that would be really cool. So to keep looking into those until I get to college, and so to keep doing those. So I don't know, just kind of looking at college and what I can do, and hopefully visiting colleges, and I know that's a big part of what I want to do. So
that's really exciting, Charlie. I just am so happy to see how far you've come. And I'm just really excited for these goals that you're setting, and it was so nice to meet you, and I'm so glad that we had this chance.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.